In this bit. We're about to react to something different today. Banished for being black. Indians are now leaving their own black Indians to be with whites. And they're saying now, but like, let's keep it a buck. This has been happening because in the UK, you know, they view it as kind of like a mini America a little bit. They view it as another upgrade to India at least. But anyways, we're gonna get on this. I want to see what they're gonna talk about. I think it's gonna be interesting.
Hi, I just really wanted to quickly come on here and talk about something. Sorry if I sound a bit nasally. I'm having like sinus infection, and also I'm deaf in one ear because of like mucus buildup. Like, I don't know.
Oh, literally happened to me 2 months ago.
I
literally just had a sinus infection myself.
Sorry if I look very tired also.
Dude, that shit too fasting, though. That's what y'all need to do.
I wanted to talk about this like video that's been going around, that's been made by Atika. I've been following her for a while, and honestly, when I saw that video, it was a bit jarring to me. But at the same time, I could kind of understand what she was trying to say. Hear me out. You know, for me when I was young, like I would like go to India to like visit my family, right? And I would hear all these like aunties come up to my mom and say like, "Oh my God, your daughter is so beautiful, but she's so dark skinned. She's so dark skinned." And then cut to like 10 years old, somehow like my family managed to like convince me to bleach my freaking face just to lighten my skin a little bit so that I wouldn't get bullied in school for being so dark skinned. Because like bro, like I got called all the names.
You know something that's crazy? Majority of them are actually her color originally. But then they end up like, you know, doing all this skin lightening and all this stuff. I'll never understand why y'all can't just be your own people. Like y'all already have a superior subcontinent. Y'all have the entire country of India. India is massive, right? You have the entire subcontinent of India. You have the numbers. You have the people. You have the religion. So why in the hell are y'all still trying to match up to these Euro standards that y'all view as being superior? But when in actuality, y'all are removing your melanin. You're removing who you actually are.
True identity.
Exactly. You're removing your original identity just to be lighter. Like, and it's just like, okay, once you get lighter, that doesn't necessarily mean nothing, bro. Like you can go to wherever you want to go. You can go to the UK, you can go to America and be a lighter Indian, but you're still going to get racially discriminated because at the end of the day, you're still Indian. So certain people are still going to racially discriminate against you. Like, it doesn't matter. Same thing happens to black people. We bleach our skin, try to become a lighter black. It's like, oh, nice, now I'm lighter. Wow. But like then you come around these people in the UK or wherever, in Europe or wherever, they still don't see you as one of them. So when are y'all just gonna come to the conclusion that they will never see you as one of them? Y'all are trying to match up to Euro standards, but these standards are not helping you. All it's doing is making you more insecure in yourself. And now y'all are hiding from the sun. You're hiding from nature. You're hiding from nature.
Straight sun dodging, bro.
Literally, just
sunbathing, sun dodging.
Exactly. Like they'll have them little umbrellas or whatever just to match up to some fake European standards that don't even apply. So it don't matter how much lighter you get, whether you're Indian, black, Asian, you are still that at the end of the day. And your child is still going to be that. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying?
Do you have a child and it's just bleach your damn child too? Like, and that child has another child and you bleach that child's child?
Apparently they're just going to bleach their entire bloodline and fake their entire bloodline, bro. Apparently that's the way to do it. It is.
And I think that sort of experience, that sort of like, you know, thing does inflict a level of injury to your self-identity and how you perceive yourself.
Absolutely.
I think on the note where you know about how like brown girls, like we need to work extra hard to look a certain way to fit society's expectation of beauty. I think
fake expectation of beauty.
I think anyone, any race can look worn out if we don't groom ourselves properly, right? But I think when it comes to like minority group, there is that level of pressure that we face due to internalized racism.
I be hearing like the brown people on earth, like mainly like, I mean, we are the original people. When it comes to the brown races of people, like the Latinos and the Arabs, people, the Indians, they seem to be the most racist. Like white people don't be racist towards each other. You know, they'll separate their groups like, oh no, you're British, you're French, no, you're Eastern European, you're Polish, you're Russian. When it comes to, you know, other types of people, it's just like, it's different. It's different. They straight fight you all because of your shade. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. And then apparently what? They said like 100 million people in India are put into the untouchables category.
More than 100 million.
Bro. They're oppressing more than 100 million people, bro. That's crazy, son. When all these 100 million people could be contributing to the economy.
They just push them away from the economy, just X them out because they're dark.
Yeah, when it comes to India, they operate as if they're still colonized.
I go to school, I bleach my face, I go to Tamil class. I still get bullied by my lighter skinned Indian friends because I'm like the darker skinned Indian friend. And then I go to my form class,
Why do they even
I
care?
get bullied by my like majority race like group of friend, like classmates for being dark skinned. So it's like no matter what I did as a child, it was just never enough, lor. You know, and I think this is when I was so convinced that internalized and casual racism is very real in Singapore, and it can be very detrimental to like young.
Singapore. Oh yeah,
young
I've been told
brown,
about
like,
Singapore too. Like
Yeah.
Malaysians, Indians below, Chinese are like in the middle, and white folks at the very, very top of that shit.
So the caste system in India is, in some ways, a labor organization. So there's four major
really?
castes, and depending on what caste you are born into, that is your prescribed way of life and the tasks you'll do in your life. And they believe in reincarnation. And the highest caste, Brahmin, which is what I was, it's about, keeping the faith. They're teachers. It's about philosophy
But the highest caste was lighter.
and doing the ritual and religious rites.
Maybe
The
he,
latest.
maybe he like reverted back to his natural skin. Yeah, because it looks like that's what he did. Because there's no way the lightest of Indians would accept him. No fucking way.
Philosophy and doing the ritual and religious rites. Obviously, over time, through the English coming into India and the change of capitalism, it affects how you look at this type of labor organization because it's hard, right? It's hard to maintain this attitude when so much more money comes in, the opportunities are more endless, and they kind of unravel for,
But they still somehow do?
discipline to stay to these rules.
How in the hell are they still operating by these rules? And they don't even need to. Like he just said, capitalism came into India, right? And it's like now it's more about the money, right? But they're still operating in a way as if the British still have full control of India. And they're still operating in a way of like, oh, these people don't even need to be a part of anything at all just because they're dark. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, they don't even need to operate like this. Like, once again, y'all have the power to become, and actually y'all, I think right now are already, if we're talking like countrywide GDP and all that type of stuff, y'all are already superior to Great Britain right now. Mm-hmm. Like, India's doing better than the UK right now.
When I go over there, we recently just saw some ish talking about how Indians own more property in the UK than white folks, bro. White folks.
Yeah. So I'm still trying to figure out why y'all operating like this, and y'all don't need to. Like, can somebody, like, if there is anybody that's from the subcontinent or somebody from that region of any sort, right, from wherever in that region, can you please explain to me why they still operate like this? Like, is there a further agenda? Is there something deeper to it? Because I feel like there's something I'm not understanding, and I really want to get to the bottom of it. Please send me a DM, comment, or whatever. I really want to know. I'm really interested in knowing.
Time in your life when you thought that I need to bleach my skin or whiten my skin?
Yeah, I thought...
They look like us when they have their natural skin.
Indians were not supposed to
look
look
like
fairer.
us.
India receives more than 250 sunny days. So vitamin D is directly absorbed by skin, hence more melanin content, hence the darker skin.
There was time when I was a teenage girl, I could see people girls who were fairer than me, they were treated in a different way. You could see the school teachers or everyone as like, oh, she's so cute, she's so pretty. So that time we feel, okay, I want to be that person.
I've been bullied for my skin tone, and that too by my
teachers.
One of my teacher bullied me. I mean, I was in like
she's like our color, like damn near exactly our color.
I don't know,
like maybe a shade lighter or some shit.
My friends who are like a little darker than me, they sometimes feel that still that I should put tomato on my skin and this on my skin to become fair. So their self-confidence has been really affected.
It's like a brand or something. Yeah, man, this is what they do from childhood, bro. Right from childhood, they make it socially acceptable to act like that towards anybody who's darker skinned. So when they grow up, they continue that, right? They continue that shame. The shame starts from the very bottom of the ladder. I can only speak on so much because I am not Indian, nor am I from the continent. I can only say so much. But that's why I said, once again, y'all leave what y'all gotta say in the comments, man.
As an actress, I witness it all the time. For example, if I walk into a room and they say, well, we want to have an Indian character. And then, you know, some in the past particularly, sometimes they would cast a South Indian person, but their name was Kapoor in the show. And I'd be like, guys, that doesn't work because they look South Indian. Their accent might be a Tamil accent when they speak Hindi. I was like, it's not authentic. And then you have to really deep dive into the fact that India is made up of so many linguistic backgrounds, religious backgrounds, and racial backgrounds. I don't think that is common knowledge going through the world. And I see it in TV representation all the time.
I was at the mall the other day, and these Fijian girls were walking behind me, and they were just like having a random conversation. They're just talking.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, yo, is this a sister right here, bro? Because there's sisters that look like that. That have that look.
I can't tell, but that hair do look real.
A good time.
A little weird.
And then mid-conversation,
I think she's Indian.
One of the girls is just like, "Chon rakam se mein tatti aave." हम नहीं सकता बताओ. Literally.
Damn, she's Indian.
Me. Fiji Hindi is so funny.
Hey man,
Regular Hindi.
Any Indian girls that look like this out here, man, y'all can hit my line, yo.
On Fijian people and their Hindi, y'all are annoying. What the most annoying thing is, I can understand you, but y'all can't understand our Hindi. So who's the loser here? And if I think about it and talk a little bit slower, मुझको भी हिंदी आती है.
The lower castes, especially the Dalits, are subjected like to honor killings.
They still do it?
On honor killings,
for real?
Two different castes get married or fall in love, and they try to like elope. The family is not approving to save the family's honor.
You're finding motherfuckers?
Members, they end up going and killing the couple.
2024. Bro, I've been told you about that issue. That shit still happen.
But I didn't know it was still like. I didn't know it was that common. What the fuck? Bro.
Two different castes get together and the family's like, nah, fuck these niggas. We clapping. You clapping not just our son, but we clapping that other chick from the other family too. We clapping both of y'all. Both of y'all getting our shit clapped.
One caste below. Not even an untouchable. One caste below.
You shake that. Bro, what do you mean? Give up my honor, nigga.
What?
Let me take my honor back, bitch. You're a tiny bit talker.
Like, bro, that was that. It's so different in other places. That's why I like learning other places, man, because it's so different, bro. Like, this shit is weird, man.
You do have news articles every now and then, and even I think last year there were a few more news articles about honor killings, about intercaste marriages.
That shit really be happening, y'all.
Which were not
That's crazy
by the families.
You're allowed to kill.
It's not allowed. It's not allowed, but they kill it for the sake of their honor, the family's honor.
So if you marry somebody lower caste.
Yes, or like another caste that they don't approve of.
That's crazy.
It's usually like that.
And that's defensible in court?
No. It's not. They do get jailed for it.
Well, they still do it anyways because they know, but they still do it anyways.
Let me start by saying it's India, so there's going to be background noise. I'm going to tell you about what experience.
They just don't give a fuck. They don't care.
Straight go to. Just let them do their own thing. Why? The honor of what? You're protecting the honor of what? Because they're dark? Because they're darker? They're one shade, two shades below? And you're defending the honor of the family? By killing them? Like, just to go to jail for the rest of your life?
They don't care.
Oh my god, man. They're like...
they just don't care, bro.
I don't even know how to put into words how brainwashed these motherfuckers. Like, I'm not saying all, but some of them really are, man. The brainwashing is deep, man.
Let me start by saying
one shade, y'all.
There's going to be background noise. I'm going to tell you about what experience of colorism while I've been here. So we threw an 80th birthday party for my grandma. Classic Indian family fashion. We invited like 2 million people. That's so cultural for us.
Dang.
And in all honesty, my immediate family was there, but there was also a bunch of people who to me are pretty much randos, but they claim to be in some way distantly related to me. So of course I was being polite and saying hello to everyone, and these ladies come up to me. They're definitely like my grandma's age, older, and there's a group of like 6 of them. And they say, "Oh, is that you, Karishma? We haven't seen you in like 10 years." And I have no idea who they are, but I'm obviously going to be polite. So I was like, "Oh, it's nice to see you." And they say,
"You put on that makeup to make yourself lighter, bro?"
Yo, I forgot that makeup did that.
I don't know if it's actually doing that, but if it is, yeah, that's crazy.
I think some of their products, like, especially in Asia, they do that shit just by default, like the lotion and all that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, You know that's crazy.
She's like, what the fuck, man?
This is what they say in Hindi. Nain naak to iski sundar hai, lekin iska rang to thoda. And Hindi is my first language, so I 100% understand what these women are saying. In English, that means she has nice features, but her color is a little, And they're commenting on my body and my skin color to each other as if I'm not even standing there. And you know, I was shocked, but this is so normal in India for people to comment on your body right in front of you. And it be your own people. It's women. And some of these women are just as dark or darker than me. How much do you have to hate yourself?
It's just a constant pattern wherever you fucking go, man. They'll be darker and talking about that you look ugly because you're dark.
It's not even just there, too. Like, we definitely can be able to see that ish, like,
yeah,
or throughout the entirety of the world, bro.
The entire world, yeah, exactly. Happens everywhere, like even in everywhere, man. So, man, that's just crazy, man. Like, once again, the world is trying to match up to these Euro standards that don't even apply. Like, they don't matter. They don't apply. It's not like you're going to get fucking straight invaded if you don't apply to those standards. They just do it by default, bro. Like, and I get it. The hundreds of years of colonialism that y'all went through, you know what I'm saying? Like, your belief system changes after being colonized for decades, right? But at some point, it takes logic to be like, yo, look, like, this color shit does not matter. Like, and the governments are not doing this in these countries. The governments are not telling their people that this shit doesn't matter. The governments are further dividing their population by telling them that, oh, you can't be part of the government unless you're lighter like us. Oh, you can't do this and that unless you're darker like us. So, but one thing I am trying to figure out is the current Prime Minister of India, Modi. Bro look like he untouchable, bro. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. Can somebody please explain that to me too? Well, once again, I'm not Indian. I know nothing about this shit. Why in the hell is he in office? And why is he in a high position if he is an untouchable himself? Maybe not an untouchable, but he's probably like around there. So, I'm trying to figure it out, bruh.
Say that about somebody else. Then at the same party, on a separate occasion, another group of these kind of rando people that claim to be related to me, again, they say, we haven't seen you in years. And they say, हाँ अब तो ये ठीक लगती है लेकिन छोटी थी तो
so dark.
थोड़ी. Now in English, what this means is she doesn't look bad now, but when she was younger, she was kind of hard to look at. For context, when I was younger, my front two teeth would stick out, and I couldn't wear contacts, so I had really thick glasses.
She has an American accent.
I was just as dark as this, and I do wonder what kind of person you have to be to say that about a 10-year-old girl. Colorism is so deeply entrenched here that people feel okay saying that to your face as if they're telling you that you have something stuck in your teeth. Years ago, this probably would have bothered me. And I really did want to cuss these ladies out, but I kind of just took a step away. I stepped outside just to
No wonder they be leaving India, bro. No wonder they fucking leave, bro. Like, how y'all are there is straight toxic, bro. Straight toxic culture, bro. Like... But when they go to Canada, they go to America, they go to the UK. Well, I heard it still actually applies, but like not as heavily. Because when you're in India, it's like everyone around you is trying to hold you to this ridiculous fucking standard and telling you that you have to fucking poison your skin just to be more beautiful. They're telling you to poison yourself to look more beautiful. You know how insane that is? Like, and they're telling you, stay out of the sun. The sun is healthy for you. The sun emits vitamin D. You staying out of the sun, you're absolutely destroying your own health. So you end up with skin cancer or any of the above, that is your fault.
That's on you.
Yeah. And that's your self-hating ass. Yeah. Hate brings more diseases than love. Love, you know what I'm saying? So... Hey man, but I don't think India ever gonna wake up, man. This type of video, man, this isn't made for me to like criticize whoever, like, like
or shit on Indians, like we're not really
absolutely
trying to,
not, man.
We're not trying to
like,
do that,
yeah, personally, I got my culture, y'all got y'all's. I got my way of life, you got yours. I'm not about to criticize you because your way of life. Am I gonna tell the truth and say that it's self-hating? How y'all would treat the darker skinned peoples? Absolutely, it is. It's absolutely disgusting, absolutely. But personally, it's not gonna take me to change it. It's not really up to me, but I'm going to absolutely display my view. So, but this type of video should encourage y'all to love whatever you are, like, whatever societal standards, or, like, they're trying to push insecurity onto you, man. You don't need the approval from others. You don't need any of that, man.
So war on melanin going on right now.
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all knew that, but shit.
Yeah,
these situations that y'all get into with your family, with other people, that look like you or maybe lighter than you. Hopefully, like when you do a little bit of research, hopefully this should wake you up. Because when you do your research, you may end up going deeper, and then you may find what's going on with the war on melanin worldwide. So hopefully y'all wake up and get down to business, bro. Like stand on business, man.
So, but at the end of the day, bro, you gotta love yourself, man. Like you have to love yourself. Fuck all these societal standards. I'm gonna let y'all know this now, because most societal standards that apply in any country on planet Earth is self-destructive. Practice self-love. Love who you are. Stop bleaching your damn skin, and look in the mirror and say you love yourself, man. Like stop being something you're not. If that is not you, it is not you. Like what you should be is the best version of yourself, and that's it.